Hey folks, Poster, welcome back to another Massive video, and today we're going to actually talk about next month's banners, right? So, coming off from what we were discussing yesterday, right, in terms of which legendaries could be the next, legendary arena, right? We could sort of use that and try to guess what, sync pair scouts could be in next month's, banner, right? So, or banners, which, if I were to guess, would probably be Spotlight Scouts, right? All of them. Just because mainly, well, except for, I guess, Halloween. Who knows what the heck's going to happen with Halloween. But I don't think Halloween, I'm not sure if Halloween's going to come with the next data download, right? Since Halloween is like that at the end of October, right? But who knows? Anyways, yeah, so basically what we've talked about yesterday, just a quick recap, is very, very likely the next Legendary Arena, unless they like rerun a Legendary Arena, right, is going to be probably between Articuno, Moltres, Tapu Bulu, or Tapu Fini. Reason being, we've gotten Gen 2 Legendary Arena already, Gen 3 with Latios, Gen 4 with Azelf, and then Gen 5 with Cobalion, so we're just missing Gen 1 and Gen 7 since Gen 6 doesn't really have any sub-legendaries outside of Savali, which is already in the game. So, the reason why it's not Zapdos or, I guess, Coco or Lele, which it could be still, right? It's just that mainly their weaknesses aren't something that, we really need, right? Because usually when there's a Legendary Arena, we either get some kind of banner rerun with a grid expansion or, like, some new banner with something that's super effective against these units, like what we've seen with Fairmosa versus Azelf, Sharpedo against Entei, right? Lance rerun with Grid and Komodo against Latios, whatever, right? So, looking at these weaknesses, the big ones are basically Electric, which Articuno is weak to, right? Rock, where you talk about, or to have rock types in the game, all that stuff. Electric for Moltres as well, right? And then for Tapu Bulu, it's not electric, it's mainly flying, right, that we really need in the game. And also for Tapu Fini, also electric. The other one being Steel, which I think both Articuno and Bulu are also weak to. But Steel, we do have a really good free-to-play Steel-type striker, and also obviously Steven Metagross, right? Although Steven Metagross is limited, so maybe we could potentially get like a new story chapter and they'll give us like a free-to-play Byron and Bastiodon or something, right? That could potentially be something. But anyways, let's talk about electric and flying over here. So starting off with, I guess, the most obvious electric type that has not been in the game yet, which is Volkner. Volkner and either Luxray or Electrifier. Personally, I'd hope for Luxray because, Luxray, he's had Luxray in both Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, and Electrifier is only in Platinum, but in Platinum is definitely Electrifier, right? But Luxray is a bit more iconic with Volkner, in my opinion, but either Volkner or with Luxray or Electrifier would be nice. And the other really interesting thing about them, picking Volkner would be, because there aren't that many great physical electric type Pokemon in the game, generally. Like, a lot of electric type Pokemon are, like, generally special, right? Like, if you're physical, it's either Thunder Fang, Thunder Punch, or you're getting, like, Wild Charge. And we know what Wild Charge does in Pokemon's, and it's not that great, right? Unfortunately, other than, I guess, Volt Tackle as well. But Volt Tackle also slightly same issue. But yeah, so either Luxray or Electrifier would be, both pretty interesting in terms of what he brings. Probably not going to be Raichu. Probably not going to be Jolteon. Very unlikely it's going to be Ambipom or Octillery, right? But yeah, it's probably going to be either Luxray or Electrifier. Volkner is long due, man. I don't know why they still haven't had Volkner in the game yet. Volkner is a very, very popular gym leader overall, right? So that would be nice. A buff to our electric type strikers, which at the moment not that great. Elisa probably bottom 10 strikers in the game. How is okay-ish, but like nowhere near like a top tier, electric type striker like what Steel has with like Metagross, right? Pikachu's fine-ish as well, but like generally electric type strikers, not that great, right? One of the better ones, Singsu, Lisa, and Rotom, and Rotom's not even a striker. And again, Rotom's not that great either. Hey, Mew with Thunder is not bad, I guess. When one of your strongest damage healers is of another type, this type needs help. So Volkner, hopefully, personally I'd really like Volkner. Hopefully he comes out, but yeah, Volkner is definitely an option here, right? Moving on to another electric type gym leader, which is Watson. Watson could also be a possibility over here. If Watson's gonna come out, I think he'd get a Manectric, because like the only thing that's stopping me from like saying, oh, it's a Manectric is because he didn't have Manectric in Ruby and Sapphire for some reason. At Magneton, Voltorb instead, obviously can't. Well, he could have Voltorb, but Lieutenant Surge already has it. Would be kind of weird if he gets Voltorb again, right? Magneton. It's either going to be Magneton or Manectric, right? Well, Magneton could potentially then evolve into Magnezone, but yeah, those are possibilities. I personally would see Manectric a bit more, just because Manectric, spawns near his city, sorta, and also is Gen 3, right? So that would make sense. Mega Manectric, that would be fun, wouldn't it? But yeah, also Magneton, also a possibility. As for anything else, Pikachu, nah. Fluffy, probably not either. Pharaohs, yeah. I don't really see him getting any of the other stuff. It's probably either going to be Magneton or Manectric, leaning Manectric, right? So Watson's another possibility. Another interesting option that they could potentially go with is Emmitt and Ingo, or Emmitt or Ingo, I guess, because you do kind of have Galvantula, so they can maybe go for like a Compound Eyes, Piercing Gaze, Thunder, Galvantula. That could be fun, right? And then I think Emmitt has, or Ingo, I can't, which one's which? I think, yeah, this is Ingo. Ingo, I think, has, or was it Emmitt? Oh, it's Emmitt. Okay, Ingo's the one that could potentially have a Galvantula. Emmitt's, I get these two mixed up a lot. Emmitt's the one with, Electros, right? So that's a possibility over there, I guess, potentially. Maybe with like a ground guard. just to troll the the levitate, since ground type moves could still hit Pokemon, flying type Pokemon or whatever, right, in this game. But yeah, that'll be funny. But yeah, these two are potential options as well. Not extremely popular, so maybe they'll make them like a 4-star thing, kind of like Lucy, right? Maybe. As for, yeah, I think that's basically all the electric types. The major ones that I could really think of, that I do think have a possibility. Here's what I'm not really considering. I'm not considering whatever the Halloween units could be, which could potentially be, something that's like Ghost Electric, or, oh, that's Rotom, or Dark Electric or whatever, right? Or whatever fits the Halloween theme. Or the other thing I'm not considering is like if they get like the other Elisa with like the Mulga or something, right? But yeah, moving on to, let's talk about some flying types. So first of all, obviously the big one's Falkner, right? Big one's Falkner, flying type gym leader. Falkner, here's the big issue with Falkner though. What the heck is he gonna get? Because his only Pokemon on his team when you first battle him is just Pidgey and Pidgeotto, which Blue already has Pidgeot. So what is Falkner gonna have? I don't know. In the rematch for Heart Gold Soul Silver, he does have much more Pokemon, right? So I do think there's a possibility you could pick something from here, right? If I were to bet, maybe probably something like a Noctowl or Honchkrow, because, well, they're Gen 4, or not Gen 4, Gen 2 birds. I mean, or Johto birds. I mean, Heart Gold Soul Silver, technically Gen 4 game. But yeah, you got Johto birds, Noctowl, Honchkrow. I think those are high possibilities. It'll be kind of weird if like he gets a Swellow or something. Also, speaking of Staraptor, maybe we could also get him finally in the game. Well, he's already in the game, but as a playable sync pair with like Staraptor, maybe that could also be a potential something that I go with. Anything interesting in the World Tournament? Did he ever get Skarmory? Huh. I don't think he ever got Skarmy. Lugia. Falkner, Lugia. Let's go. So yeah, Falkner is an option here. Another one I think would potentially be another option would be Hugh, because Hugh does have Unpheasant, and he has Unpheasant no matter what you know, starter you pick, right? He always has that. As for, I mean, Hugh, if Hugh were to come in the game, there would be like some options. Like Hugh could also go with, you know, Electros as well. I have trouble pronouncing it. That could also be an option, right? Flygon could be an option, except I think the secret base guy and Omega Ruby Alpha kind of fits it more. Although I don't think I don't know if they're gonna add the guy or not. He's like too minor of a character. Then again, they like added Ruki, which is pretty minor as well. So I don't know. But yeah. Speaking of Ruki, another possibility would be like Lycian and Altaria, right? If they make Altaria like a flying type, yeah, that's the only like issue is like I just don't know if they're gonna like actually add her. They're gonna make it like a dragon or flying type. That could be a slight issue. And obviously once it megas, you know, it has that extra fairy type as well. So yeah, that could also be a possibility maybe. So yeah, there's that. Or just make it like I guess dragon type and then give it like a flying move. But then after megas should get like a fairy move as well. That would be a bit something like, or Pixelate Hyper Voice or something. Well, Hyper Voice kind of sucks. Moonblast, I guess. Something like that. But yeah, Hugh definitely another option. Like I think the chance of Hugh appearing is pretty high, because again, you got Pheasant, which fills the flying type you know, criteria, and then you got Electros, which fills the electric type. So double the chances over here with Hugh. Moving on, Trevor. I'm only bringing up Trevor because he has Aerodactyl. I don't think it's gonna be Trevor though, because like even if they do like give Trevor an Aerodactyl, wouldn't it be like rock type instead? I mean, would I have an Aerodactyl in the game which is rock type? Although I would really appreciate if they do actually add another Aerodactyl in the game, make it like flying type, so we get like a rock type Aerodactyl and a flying type Aerodactyl, which I think would be pretty cool. But yeah, I don't really know. Like Skydrop Aerodactyl maybe. Although I don't think it's going to be very likely over here. And Tierno's the other one. Tierno with Talonflame, if I could find it. Tierno with Talonflame maybe. But the other, yeah, same thing with Aerodactyl in terms of Talonflame. I do kind of think if they're going to add, like, Talonflame might be, like, fire type. Plus, are they really going to give, like, Talonflame to, like, Tierno? Instead of, like, I don't know, someone else who used, like, Malva or something. Although Malva, I don't know, Pyroar, would that be a bit better for Malva? Something like that. But, yeah, anyways, those are basically, you know, speculation that I have over here. Do keep in mind, this is based on, you know, the potential Legendary Arena boss. And also, it's not all of these. It's just one of how many did we talk about? 10 or something. So hopefully you get one of these. I don't know. I would really, really much like Volkner. Hugh would be cool too. I wouldn't mind Watson. I like Watson. I like Mega Manetric. So yeah, there's Falkner would be nice too. But yeah, we'll see what it is. We'll see what it is. But yeah, those are just a bit of speculation for me personally. So take that as you will. Anyways, that's me. Let us know if you guys enjoy. Let me know guys think in the comments down below. Like and enjoy this video. Subscribe to our channel for some more Pro Masters content. I'll see you guys in the next one.